Question number 1, part A. Write each of the numbers 18, 24, and 36 as a product of prime factors, and hence we are supposed to find their greatest common factor. Okay, so we have to remember that prime factors are the prime numbers that divides a given number. Okay, so for example, the prime factors for 18 are 2, 3, and 3, meaning expressing them as a product, we are having 18 equals to 2 times 3 times 3. And also for 24, the factors are going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And also for 36, the factors are going to be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, so now from these factors, the greater common factor is going to be 2 times 3, of which after solving this, we are having 6. And this is going to be our answer. Part B of the question, we are supposed to write the number 0.009765 for Roman 1 correct to 3 decimal places. Okay, so for this one, our third decimal place is number 9, and the next one is 7. So since 7 is greater than 5, then we are going to add 9 with 1. Therefore, our number is going to be approximated as 0.010 to 3 decimal places. For Roman 2, we are supposed to write this number correct to 3 significant figures, and then we are supposed to state the place value of 9 in the given number. Okay, so for this value, we have 4 significant figures, which are 9, 7, 6, and 5. Okay, so to estimate the 3 significant figures, we have to look at the 4th significant figure, which is 5, and we can see that 5 is greater or equal to 5. So we are going to add number 1 to this number 6, which is going to be number 7. So writing this into 3 significant figures, our number is going to be 0.00977. Okay, so something to note is all these zeros to the left of this number are not regarded as significant figures. Okay, so the second part of the question is to state the place value of 9. By looking at our number, we can say that the value 9 is in thousands. Question number 2, part A. We are supposed to find the value of the expression, so we've been given the expression there. Okay, so this is the fraction problem. Okay, so first we are going to solve the values inside the bracket by first converting all mixed fraction into improper fractions. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus, in brackets, 18 over 5 divided by 6 over 5 minus 4 over 5. Okay, so next we are going to do the division operation by replacing it with the multiplication and exchanging the numerator with the denominator for fraction 6 over 5. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus, in brackets, 18 over 5 times 5 over 6 minus 4 over 5. Okay, so next we are going to find the product of these two values. Then since this 5 will cancel with this 5, and 18 divided by 6 is going to be 3. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus, in brackets, 3 minus 4 over 5. Okay, so this 3 can be written as 3 over 1. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus, in brackets, 3 over 1 minus 4 over 5. Okay, so now from the brackets, the LCM of 1 and 5 is 5. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus expected numerator over 5. Then 5 divides by 1 becomes 5, and then we multiply by 3 to be 15. So our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus 15 minus over 5. And also this 5 divided by 5 becomes 1. Then we are going to multiply by 4, which becomes 4. Then our expression is going to be 5 over 2 minus 15 minus 4 over 5. Simplifying this, we are having 5 over 2 minus 11 over 5. Then again, the LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. So we are going to take 10 divided by 2 multiply by 5, and 10 divided by 5 multiply by 11. Our expression is going to be 25 minus 22 over 10. Simplifying this, we are having 3 over 10. And this is going to be our answer. Part B of the question for Roman 1, in a sales promotion, the price of a shirt costing Tanzanian shillings 15,000 is reduced by 15%. What is the new price of the shirt? Okay, so this is the percentage problem. The new price of a shirt is going to be 15,000 minus 15,000 times 15 over 100. So computing this, we are going to have 15,000 minus, after solving the values here, we are getting 2,250. Solving this, we are getting 12,750 shillings. And this is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, we are supposed to change 0.56 dot into a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so this dot, it means that this is a repeating decimal problem. Okay, so first we are going to let x equals to 0.5666 and so on. We are going to call this as equation number 1. Okay, so next, since we have one repeating decimal, we are going to multiply both sides by 10. Then our equation is going to be 10x equals to 5.6666 and so on. So we are going to call this as equation number 2. Okay, so next we are going to take equation number 2 minus equation number 1. Then our equation is going to be 10x minus x equals to 5.6666 and so on minus 0.5666 and so on. Then solving this, we are having 9x equals to 5.1. Okay, so next let us now divide by 9 both sides. Then our equation is going to be x equals to 5.1 over 9. Okay, so we remove the decimal here by multiplying by 10 both numerator and denominator. Then our equation is going to be x equals to 51 over 90. So next we are going to simplify this numerator and denominator. We are going to divide by 3. Then our equation is going to be x equals to 17 over 30. And this is going to be our answer. Question number 3, part A. A lorry carries 7.2 tons of sand from the mining area to industrial site. On the way, 230 kilograms of sand either fall off or blow away. What mass of sand will remain by the end of the journey? We are supposed to give the answer in tons. Okay, so this is the dimension problem. First, we are going to convert these 230 kilograms into tons by dividing by 1,000. Then we are taking 230 over 1,000, which after solving this, we are getting 0.23 tons. Then to find the remaining sand, we are going to take 7.2 tons minus 0.23 tons, of which after solving the values, we are having 6.97 tons. And this is going to be our answer. Part B of the question, an article was sold for Tanzania shillings 160,000 at a profit of 25%. We are supposed to find the buying price of the article. Okay, so this is the profit and loss problem. Okay, so first we are going to let y equals to buying price. Then we have to remember the profit formula, which says percentage profit equals to selling price minus buying price over buying price times 100. Okay, so now let us substitute the values into our formula. Then our equation is going to be 25 equals to 160,000 minus y over y times 100. Okay, so next let us divide by 100 both sides. Then our equation is going to be 0.25 equals to 160,000 minus y over y. Okay, so now let us multiply by y both sides. Then our equation is going to be 0.25y equals to 160,000 minus y. Okay, so next we are going to correct the like terms. Our equation is going to be 0.25y plus y equals to 160,000. Solving our left hand side, we are having 1.25y equals to 160,000. Let us now divide by 1.25 both sides. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 160,000 over 1.25, of which after solving the values, we are having 128,000 shillings. And this is going to be the buying price required. Question number 4, part A. Find the values of x and y in the following figure. So we've been given the figure there, and we have to recall that this is the geometry problem. From the given figure, x and y form straight angle with a sum of 180 degrees. So we can write this as x plus y equals to 180 degrees. So we are going to call this as equation number 1. Okay, so from this equation, let us now make y as a subject. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 180 minus x. Then we are going to call this as equation number 2. Okay, so now going back to our figure, we can see that it has 4 angles. Then the sum of the interior angles of this figure must be 360 degrees. We can write this as y plus 2x plus 98 plus 32 equals to 360 degrees. Okay, so let us combine the constant terms. Our equation is going to be y plus 2x equals to 360 minus 98 minus 32. Solving this, we are having y plus 2x equals to 230. Let us now call this as equation number 3. Okay, so next, let us now substitute equation number 2 into equation number 3. Then our equation is going to be 180 minus x plus 2x equals to 230. So let us correct the like terms. Our equation is going to be minus x plus 2x equals to 230 minus 180. Solving this, we are having x equals to 50. Okay, so now we have the value for x. Let us now find the value for y by substituting the value of x into equation number 2. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 180 minus 50, of which after solving the values, we are having 130. So x is going to be 50 degrees and y is going to be 130 degrees. Part B of the question, suppose a metal wire is bent to form a semicircle with a radius of 14 centimeters. For Roman 1, we are supposed to find the total length of the metal wire. Okay, so this is the geometry problem. To find the total length of a metal wire, we simply find the circumference of a semicircle. So let us recall the formula for a circumference, which says circumference equals to pi r plus 2r, of which pi is 22/7 and the r is a given radius which equals to 14 centimeters. Okay, so now let us substitute the values. Then our equation is going to be circumference equals to 22/7 times 14 plus 2 times 14. So computing first the multiplication, then our equation will be 44 plus 28. Solving this, we are having 72 centimeters. And this is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, we are supposed to find the area bounded by the metal wire. Okay, so for this one, the area bounded by the metal wire is just the area of a semicircle. For this one, we have to remember the formula of an area of a semicircle, which says area equals to pi r squared over 2. Okay, so now let us substitute the values for the radius and the pi. then our equation is going to be area equals to 22/7 times 14 squared over 2, of which after solving the values we are having 308 centimeter squared, and this is going to be our answer. Question number 5, part A. The sum of the two numbers is 127. If the difference between the numbers is 7, we are supposed to find the numbers. Okay, so first we are going to let x equals to the first number. Then the second number will be y. Then using those variables, our equation is going to be x plus y equals to 127. We are going to call this as equation number 1. And also, we've been told that the given difference is 7. Then our equation is going to be x minus y equals to 7. We are going to call this as equation number 2. Okay, so next, let us now make y as a subject from equation number 2. Then our equation will be y equals to 7 plus x. So let us call this as equation number 3. Okay, so next, let us now substitute equation number 3 into equation number 1. Then equation number 1 will be x plus 7 plus x equals to 127. Okay, so next we collect the like terms. Then our equation will be x plus x equals to 127 minus 7. Solving this, we are having 2x equals to 120. Okay, so now let us divide by 2 both sides. Then our equation will be x equals to 120 over 2, of which after solving the values, we are having 60. Okay, so now we have the value for x. Let us now substitute the value of x into equation number 3 to find the value of y. Then our equation will be y equals to 7 plus 60, of which solving this, we are having 67. Then our first number is 60 and our second number is 67. Part B of the question, solve the equation x squared minus 10x plus 13 equals to 0 by completing the square. For this one, you're supposed to leave the answer in a third form. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation problem. To complete the square, first we are going to take the constant term to our right hand side of the equation. Then our equation is going to be x squared minus 10x equals to negative 13. Okay, so next we are going to introduce a constant term. We are going to call it as c in both sides of the equation. Then our equation is going to be x squared minus 10x plus c equals to negative 13 plus c. Okay, so now we have to remember that the value of c can be obtained by using the following formula, which says c equals to, in brackets, b over 2 squared, of which b is a coefficient of x, which is negative 10. Okay, so now let us substitute the value of b in a formula. Then we are having c equals to, in brackets, negative 10 over 2 squared, of which after solving this, we are getting, in brackets, negative 5 squared. Okay, so going back to our main equation, substituting this, our equation is going to be x squared minus 10x plus, in brackets, negative 5 squared equals to negative 13 plus, in brackets, negative 5 squared. Okay, so from this point, we have already completed the square for the left-hand side of our equation. Okay, so since we have a perfect square to our left-hand side of our equation, then we can factorize the left-hand side by just taking a square of x and negative 5. That is, in brackets, x minus 5 squared. And we combine the constant terms for our right-hand side, then our equation is going to be, in brackets, x minus 5 squared equals to 12. Okay, so now let us apply the square root to both sides. Then our equation is going to be x minus 5 equals to plus or minus under root 12. Okay, so now let us make x as a subject. Then our equation is going to be x equals to 5 plus or minus under root 12. And this is the value of x in a third form requested. Question number 6, part A, Roman 1. Find the equation of a line passing through point P minus 1, 4 and has a gradient of 10. Okay, so this is the coordinate geometry problem. Okay, so let us now recall the general formula for equation of a line, which says y equals to m, in brackets, x minus x1 plus y1. Okay, so from the information given from the question, x1 is negative 1, y1 is 4, and m is a gradient which we've been given as 10. Okay, so now we are going to substitute these values into our formula. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 10, in brackets, x minus 1 plus 4. This becomes y equals to 10, in brackets, x plus 1 plus 4. Okay, so now let us open the brackets by multiplying each term inside the bracket by 10. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 10x plus 10 plus 4. Okay, so now let us combine the like terms. Then our equation is going to be y equals to 10x plus 14. And this is the equation of the line required. Part B of the question, find the image of the point P 4, 1 when it is, in Roman 1, reflected in the x-axis. Okay, so this is the transformation problem. We have to remember that for the reflection, image is located at the same distance from the line of reflection at the original point but opposite side of the line of the reflection. And also, the line joining the original point and an image is perpendicular to the line of the reflection. Okay, so now we are going to draw the x and y axis and we are going to label them. Starting with point P, now we are going to locate point P with 4, 1. Then next, we are going to draw a perpendicular line from point P crossing x-axis. Then we are going to measure the distance from point P to x-axis. Okay, so using the measured distance, we located the image of the point P. Therefore, an image P image is 4, -1. For Roman 2, we are supposed to find the image of the point P with 4, 1 when it is reflected in the line y equals to x. Okay, so now we are going to draw y equals to x. Then we draw the perpendicular line from point P crossing line y equals to x. Then we measure the distance from the point P to a line. Okay, now using the measured distance, we located the image of the point P. Therefore, an image is P image 1, 4. For Roman 3, we are supposed to find the image of point P when translated by point T 3, 5. Okay, so for the translation, we move the point in a straight line by adding 3 to x coordinate and 5 to y coordinate. Okay, so P image will be in brackets 4 plus 3, 1 plus 5, which solving this we are having in brackets 7, 6, and this is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, if the line of equation you obtained in part A, Roman 1, passes through the points A, 0, and 0, B, what will be the values of A and B? Okay, so we are taking back our equation of a line obtained, which says y equals to 10x plus 14. Okay, so we are starting with this point A, 0. For this one, we are going to substitute x for A and y for 0 into our equation. Then it's going to be 0 equals to 10a plus 14. Okay, so let us now rearrange this equation. Then we are having 10a equals to negative 14. Let us now divide by 10 both sides. Then we are having a equals to negative 14 over 10. Of which, simplifying this, we are having negative 1.4. Okay, so our next point is 0, b. We are going to substitute x for 0 and y for b into our equation. Then we are going to have b equals to 10 times 0 plus 14. Solving this, we are having b equals to 14. And those are the values for a and b required. For Roman 2, if the line of equation you obtained in part A, Roman 1, passes through the points A, 0, and 0, b, what will be the values of A and B? Okay, so we are taking back our equation of a line obtained, which says y equals to 10x plus 14. Okay, so we are starting with this point a, 0. For this one, we are going to substitute x for a and y for 0 into our equation. Then it's going to be 0 equals to 10a plus 14. Okay, so let us now rearrange this equation. Then we are having 10a equals to negative 14. Let us now divide by 10 both sides. Then we are having a equals to negative 14 over 10. Of which, simplifying this, we are having negative 1.4. Okay, so our next point is 0, b. We are going to substitute x for 0 and y for b into our equation. Then we are going to have b equals to 10 times 0 plus 14. Solving this, we are having b equals to 14. And those are the values for a and b required. Question number 7, part A. If that expression equals to that expression, we are supposed to find the values of x and y. Okay, so this is an exponential problem. So first, let us express the fractions for our right-hand side as base 3 and 5. Then our equation is going to be, in brackets, 3 power x plus 3, in brackets, 5 power 2 minus y equals to, in brackets, 3 power negative 5, in brackets, 5 power negative 1. Okay, so now we are going to compare the exponents for each of the number with a similar base. Then we are having x plus 3 equals to negative 5. This is for the base 3, of which when we collect the constant terms, we are going to have x equals to negative 3 minus 5, of which, solving this, we are having negative 8. And also, for those with base 5, we are having 2 minus y equals to negative 1. When we collect the constant terms, our equation is going to be y equals to 2 plus 1. Solving this, we are having 3. Okay, so these are the values of x and y required. Moving on to part B of the question, Roman 1, we are supposed to find the value of 0.0000234 times 120 in a standard notation, corrected to 3 significant figures. Okay, so first we are going to express these numbers in a standard notation. Then we are going to have, in brackets, 2.34 times 10 power negative 5 times, in brackets, 1.2 times 10 squared. Okay, so for those with the common base 10, we are going to add their exponents. Then our equation is going to be 2 times 34 times 1.2 times 10 power negative 5 plus 2. Of which, after solving the values, we are having 2.808 times 10 power negative 3. And this is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, we are supposed to rationalize the denominator of the following expression. So we have been given the expression there. Okay, so this is the radical problem. So to rationalize the denominator, first we are going to multiply under root 3 minus under root 2 both for numerator and denominator. Then our expression is going to be under root 2 times, in brackets, under root 3 minus under root 2 over, in brackets, under root 3 plus under root 2 times, in brackets, under root 3 minus under root 2. Okay, so next we are going to open the brackets by multiplying each number inside the bracket by radical 2 for the numerator, and for the denominator we are going to apply a difference of 2 square concept to expand. This is going to be under root 3 times 2 minus under root 2 times 2 over, in brackets, under root 3 squared minus, in brackets, under root 2 squared. Solving this becomes under root 6 minus 2 over 3 minus 2. Solving this, we are having under root 6 minus 2. And this is going to be our answer. Question number 8, part A. In the following figure, AB equals to AC. Prove that ABC and ACD are also equal. Okay, so for this one, since side AB equals to AC, this means that triangle ABC is isosceles triangle, then angle ABC must be equal to angle ACD. Part B of the question, if the rectangular metal sheets ABCD and WXYZ are similar, calculate the length of XY when AB equals to 2 cm, BC equals to 4 cm, and WX equals to 2.5 cm. Okay, so let us sketch these rectangulars. So this one is A, B, C, D, and this one is W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so since the figures are similar, then they must have a constant ratio for their corresponding sides, that we can write as AB over WX must equal to BC over XY. So we have the value for AB which equals to 2, WX which equals to 2.5, BC which equals to 4, and we are supposed to find the XY. So substituting these values, our equation is going to be 2 over 2.5 equals to 4 over XY. Okay, so now let us cross multiply these values. Then our equation is going to be 2 times XY equals to 2.5 times 4. So now we are going to divide by 2 both sides. Then our equation is going to be XY equals to 2.5 times 4 over 2. Solving this, we are getting 5 centimeters. And this is going to be our answer. Question number 9, part A. Figure PQR represents a triangle floor such that PQ equals to QR, which equals to 2 centimeters, and angle PQR is 90 degrees. Find PR corrected to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have the figure PQR as our triangle. Then for this one, let us recall the Pythagoras theorem, which says PR squared equals to PQ squared plus QR squared. Okay, so we have been given PQ is equal to 2 centimeters and QR equals to 2 centimeters. So let us substitute these values. Our equation is going to be PR squared equals to 2 squared plus 2 squared. Solving this, we are having PR squared equals to 8. Okay, so now let us apply the root both sides. Then our equation is going to be PR equals to under root 8. Okay, so reading the root from the table, we are having PR equals to 2.8284. But we have been told that we have to estimate this into 2 decimal places. Then we are going to have 2.83 centimeters. And this is going to be our answer. Part B of the question, given that sin theta equals to under root 3/2, where theta is acute angle, without using mathematical table, we are supposed to find for Roman 1 cos theta. Okay, so let us consider the following formula, which says sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay, so now let us substitute the value of sin theta given from the question. Then we are having, in brackets, under root 3/2 squared plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay, so simplifying this part, we are having 3/4 plus cos square theta equals to 1. Okay, so now let us make cos square theta as a subject. So our equation is going to be cos square theta equals to 1 minus 3/4. Solving this, we are having cos square theta equals to 1/4. Okay, so now let us apply the square root both sides. Then we are having cos theta equals to under root 1/4, of which this becomes 1/2. And this is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, we are supposed to find tan theta. Okay, so for this one, let us consider the following relation, which says tan theta equals to sin theta over cos theta. Okay, so we've been given the value for sin theta from our question, and also we have the value for cos theta from Roman 1. Then let us substitute those values here. Our equation is going to be tan theta equals to 1/2 over under root 3/4, of which we can express this relation as 1/2 times 2 over under root 3. Solving this, we are having 1 over under root 3. And this is going to be our answer. Question number 10, part A. In a certain village, 300 people were interviewed about their food preferences. It was found that 200 people like banana, 120 people like rice, and 60 people like both banana and rice. Okay, so by using the formula, we are supposed to find the number of people who like neither banana nor rice. Okay, so this is the set problem. Let us consider the following formula for the set, which says number of A union B equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Okay, so from the information given, 200 people like banana. So we can say number of A equals to 200. And also 120 people like rice. So we say number of B equals to 120. Then we have 60 like both banana and rice. Then we say number of A intersection B equals to 60. Okay, so now let us substitute these values into our formula in order to find the number of A union B, which is the total number of people who like either banana or rice. So our equation is going to be number of A union B equals to 200 plus 120 minus 60. After solving the values, here we are having 260. Okay, so now to find the people who like neither banana nor rice, we are going to use the following formula, which says number of A union B plus number of A union B complement equals to number of universal set, of which number of A union B complement are people who like neither banana nor rice. Okay, so now let us substitute the values we have. Then we are having 260 plus number of A union B complement equals to 300. Okay, so now let us make number of A union B complement as a subject. Then we are having number of A union B complement equals to 300 minus 260, of which after solving the values, we are having 40. So this is the number of people who like neither banana nor rice. Part B of the question, the masses of a group of students from Kilimani Secondary School were recorded as shown in the table below. So we've been given several information there. For Roman 1, we are supposed to find how many students are there in the group. Okay, so for this one, we are going to take some of the frequencies in the table. So we are saying number of students equals to sum of the frequencies in the table. So we are going to take 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9 plus 1, of which after solving the values, we are having 20 students, and that is going to be our answer. For Roman 2, we are supposed to state the class interval that has largest number of students. Okay, so by observing from the table given, we can say that the class that has the largest number of students is this one, which is ranging from 61 to 70. For Roman 3, we are supposed to prepare a table showing the class boundaries and the corresponding cumulative frequencies. Okay, so for this one, we have to remember that class boundary is obtained by minus 0.5 for lower limit, and also we have to plus 0.5 for the upper limit. Okay, so for example, for this one, 31 to 40, the class boundary will be 30.5 to 40.5. So we are going to proceed like this for each class interval in the table as follows. So we are going to sketch a table with 2 columns for mass and for the frequencies. Okay, so for the first class is going to be 30.5 to 40.5. Second one will be 40.5 to 50.5. Next is 50.5 to 60.5. Next is 60.5 to 70.5. And the last one is 70.5 to 80.5. Okay, so now we are going to complete the table by adding the values for the cumulative frequencies. So for the first one, we have 2. The second, we are going to take 2 plus 5, which equals to 7. For the following one, we are going to take 7 plus 3, which equals to 10. So going like this, the next one is going to be 19, and the last one is going to be 20. And this is the table required.